Hi, welcome back to Yummy Yummy Eats with your girl Gabby. Today we will have a lobster tail, king crab, corn, and potatoes. I'm a little under the weather, so forgive me, guys. I did a giveaway. I don't. I see a lot of people didn't comment about it, so they probably didn't even know. So I want to give everybody a fair chance. So it was. You had to tell me the year and month me and my wife got married in. And then two people will win $25. So I will be doing story time about a show on ID called Fear Thy Neighbor. Y'all know my nails is broken and stuff. I gotta get them done. It's been so hard getting these shops up here. This is a lounger. It comes with shorts. My sister bought me this for Christmas. I'm just not getting it from her. This is my butter sauce, y'all. Hope y'all can see that. They gotta put a lot of onions in it today. So what's everybody been up to? What everybody been doing? I hope everybody's been staying safe, traveling safely, everything. So first we gonna dig in, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all about the show on ID. It was crazy. Ooh. Gotta make sure the pups don't come and try to eat that. Here's the lobster, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to get a paper plate. Y'all see it? Take the first bite. So we're gonna go ahead and under into that show. So basically, a neighbor moved in next door. You know, people that I'm guessing he was already there. So he liked it the yard to be a certain way and stuff like that. Like he literally tortured this guy every day. He was calling the inspector about something. Reported him. Because he had to do his grass, pick up the leaves, mow the lawn. Because his car was in his yard. Oh, it was a bunch of different stuff. And, so I was going through that. Like, he was, the inspector came out like 3 or 4 different times. But I'm guessing when you move into certain neighborhoods and stuff, people like to keep up the price value on their property. Because I was, was asking my wife about, like, why, and she like, it'll kill the price of value. Because I was like, why he just won't put up a gate so he doesn't have to see his property? And she like, that brings the value of his property down. But I just didn't understand it. So he would literally he made that man's life a living he double hockey sticks. Period. He would, like I said, he would call an inspector all the time. The inspectors coming out like 3 or 4 times a week. Because that man wasn't happy. And what he was saying, he was mad because he parked the car in his yard and he wanted him to remove the property off, to move the car off of his yard. You know, I'm like, what? And I'm just like, why is he worried about what he doing and why he all in his business? Tend to your own business. He came out and was yelling at the guy's nephew. He was blowing leaves into his yard. It was just a mess, y'all. And if you don't watch it, you need to watch it. I'd be like, oh my goodness. So the man he was torturing, I guess he had got a BB gun and shot BBs at the man's house. So the man, you know, reported him to the cops or whatever. So the dude had went to jail or whatever. He went to jail for I guess a day or so. So he went to jail. Mm. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. Hold on some shells in my mouth. Hold on. I might hear my neighbors. So he went to jail for I want to say that was for that day or whatever. Called his either it was either his brother-in-law or his brother to come pick him up. So he came pick them up. Then he got a restraining order, the dude or whatever. So the man he was torturing couldn't be at his house anymore. So, you know, he probably had got frustrated with it and it was just over the top for him because this man was harassing him every single day about everything he did. Then he was taunting him, walking past, laughing and stuff because he had to move off his property because of the restraining order. So he couldn't go back to his home because they had to be 150 feet. And I think it was like 126 feet. So he had to move out of his property because of that neighbor. Mm. So by him being at his wit end with the crap, he decided to go back to his house. Loaded up an assault rifle, y'all. He did. I watched it. Got his assault rifle. And he has shot the man up. I think he shot him like 4 or 5 times. He was shut his TV out. Shot through his window. He waited for his wife to come home to do it though. He was waiting till the wife was out of the house. And where he was by himself and or whatever. But he shot that house up like then the guy had ran outside and like I didn't understand that why you run out into the open, but he ran outside into the open and that's when he shot him about 4 or 5 times in his yard. And his wife came home to discover her husband's body laying out in the yard, shot up, and him dead. But all of this because the neighbor wasn't, the dude that got killed, wouldn't mind his business about that man's yard. So what if he had a car in his on his property, or because it's his property, you know? So that I think he did. How many years he did that?
I can't remember.
I think he went for manslaughter because they didn't charge him with murder. I think he went for manslaughter. I think he's doing. I think he's doing. They saying he'll get out when he's 70. So I think he was doing like 40 years or something. I'm not sure. I forgot. They said he was doing that for because the man, just taunted him. But they didn't give him a right to kill him. But hey, I would have built me a privacy fence. And that's what I felt, that the dude that was so upset about him, he didn't want to see all the boxes in his yard. He didn't want to see the grass and all. I would have just built a privacy fence. And that's what I was doing. But people are so crazy. So he lost his life over something crazy. God rest his soul. Then, yeah, that was one of them. Then we watched something. It was also on ID. I think it was called. It was something with something about with cougars or whatever. It was 3 different women. Like she harassed this dude. It was a woman. They said she had split personalities and some other stuff going on. She was a doctor. She lived in Canada. She was a doctor, and she was talking to one of the but I think they messing with something up there. But he was basically he was a med student at the hospital. So they him and her started talking. I think they said she was like 40 something and he was in his 20s. She but she was crazy as heck. That's all I can say. So he had broke it off with her, and she was like, "No one breaks up with me." Blah blah blah. He had left her in Canada. He moved back to the States, to Pennsylvania. Mm. This is good. But she moved back. He moved to Pennsylvania. So she moved to the States. Got a job in Iowa. She went back. They got back together, or whatever. Y'all see that? But they got back together. And she started calling his job. Like I said, he was a doctor. So she started calling his job, telling people he was crazy, and some other crap. She went to jail too. No, I'm about to tell y'all that's the wrong one. But she was crazy. So he had broke up with her again, and he was like, this time he dropped her off at the airport, told her it was done. He didn't want to be bothered with her no more. She told him she wanted to meet up and talk to him and stuff. So he went and met up with her so they could talk or whatever. And he was like, we're done, we're not getting back together. But she screamed again. Nobody breaks up with me. And she shot him 2 times in the back and 1 time in the head. Then she went back to Iowa. I mean, she went back to Canada. Because you know it take a while when you live in a different country. It takes them a while to get something for them to bring you back to the States to put you through a trial or whatever. So she did not tell him that she was pregnant at the time. So what she did, y'all, was because she drugged the baby. She drugged the baby. And she jumped into the, I think they said that was the Atlantic Ocean, and killed herself and the baby. Yep. She killed herself and the baby. How crazy is that? This is all on the ID channel. I'll be watching it. That junk be so good. But that was really crazy. Because he broke up with you. Or you kill him. People do it all the time, I guess. That was that one. And there was another one. And she had got with somebody that was younger than her. Since she was 30, he was 19. So she got with somebody that was younger than her. And he, you know, you that young, any men period, that young, they like to party and do what they do. Ooh, that was not the wrong pipe. Sorry, y'all. But he's in his 30s. I mean, she in her 30s, he's 19. You know, they like to do what they do. Younger people. So, he did whatever. And, he did that. So, she had asked, he called her, I guess, to pick him up or whatever. So she picked him up. He young, that he in the back playing, drunk playing. She had 2 boys. She took the boys with her to pick him up. I think he had slapped her. She told him to get out of her car. Of course he got out. So he got out. Told her it was over. She told him it was over. Well, he told her it was over. So she went home, looked in the mirror. She had like a little scratch on her face. She went got a gun. Got her gun. Found him. Told him to come here. His friends was telling him, man, don't go, don't go. And he went over anyway and said, what? We're done. Sorry, y'all. That corn went down the wrong pipe. So, she called him up to the car, and he came, and basically, he was like, well, yeah, what you want? We done, blah, blah. And she's like, we not done until I say we're done. And, she shot him, I think, in the back, and in the chest. He died from his injuries. She in prison right now for his murder because he didn't want to be with her. Like, these people are really crazy. You just kill this man and slaps you and put him out. Tell you he's done. I don't think that's crazy, that's all. Look, he tell you all done and you kill him. Cause you wanted it to be done when you wanted it to be done. So that was that episode. It was 3 shows in one. And I forgot what it was called. Next time I'll tell y'all because I don't remember what it's called. Then the third one was this girl got into a relationship with an army guy. First off, she lied. Sorry, y'all. That was from I was talking off that Cooper. So she basically had lied and told him she was pregnant. Right then and there, he should have left her. Right then and there. I think he was 27. She was 23. She was married and she had a son, so she had got her tubes tied and didn't tell him. So she basically lied. Her family told on her, you know. They're like, she couldn't have kids. And he was like, why did you lie to me and say you had a miscarriage, blah, blah, blah. And you can't have kids. And she was basically like, oh, I didn't want you to leave me. And I'm like, I will leave her now because she lied to me. You had no reason. Oh, excuse me. You had no reason to lie to me, girl. So let's just go ahead on to this little what happened. So he had got sent off to his post, I guess. So he left. You know, he married her and everything. He left. She started cheating on him. So she wanted that dude to kill him. And he like, no, I'm not doing that, girl. So she stopped talking to him and started talking to somebody else that was younger than him that she could manipulate or whatever. And that's exactly what she did. So she got, I think they were 16, 17, and 18. So she got these kids to kill this man. So they went and rang the doorbell. He opened it. And they shot him in the head and in the chest. He instantly died. Because he wanted a divorce. And she wanted the benefits or whatever. So basically she had screwed up her benefits by cheating and he wanted a divorce. So she's like, well, I'm going to kill him so I can get the death benefits. Her son loved them. He loved the son. Because he did leave, but he came back for the sake of her son because she said she wanted to work it out or whatever, but he came back for the sake of the son. So when he got back, she had the sad dude in the house and was like, I want him here. I'm like, what? He had called her back. They was hugging and stuff. He had took her back and she did that. But you know, a lot of women do things like that to good men. I don't know why. Because he was a good man. Because he accepted you. He accepted your son. He accepted that you couldn't have kids. All of that. And he still, well, after you lied, but he still was there and he didn't have kids of his own. And he accepted your child and you did some mess like that to him. So, she's serving a life sentence without parole. I forgot, I think the guys was doing like 50, 60 years or whatever. Because they wanted her to get the death penalty, but she pled guilty. So they wanted to kill her. But she pled guilty to, so she didn't have to get the, sorry, that was, so she would have to get the death penalty. So now your son don't have a mother or a father because I never seen it on there where his real dad was in his life. I never seen that on there. But y'all need to watch the ID channel at certain that stuff. I remember when I was younger, I always be like, don't watch that. A person to be plotting how to kill you. But and then I have seen stuff like the almost got away with it and stuff like that. I be looking like, oh my god. They be going on like looking at certain stuff like on the ID channel. I like Oxygen too. Snapped, Killer Couples. Let me crazy. But I'm getting ready to get off of here, y'all. I enjoyed y'all. Hope y'all enjoy me. Like I said, I'm doing $25 to 2 people. You gotta guess the year, a month me and my wife was married in. Oh, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please do so. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna do one. See who can give me the can get the most people to subscribe to me. I'll let y'all know when that's gonna be. That's gonna be a big reward for the person who gets the most subscribers to my channel. So with that being said, like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your girl, Gabby. And I will see you guys next week. Don't forget about the $25 giveaway. Just 1 month me and my wife was married in the year. So be blessed and have a wonderful evening. Bye.